so today we are doing our NBA podcast, The Dunk, and we are going to be naming the top 50 players in NBA history. This is our first real video. The other one, we thank you for how many likes. Currently, it has 175 views. I mean, not likes. It has 175 views.
Thank you for your support. We really appreciate it.
And we thought we were going to get like 5, so thank you a lot.
Yeah, and also, we forgot to explain this, but this is going to be one of our setups where we're going to have multiple setups over
So
the
don't
time.
be surprised if you see us at multiple places.
Yeah.
And so, for our top 50 players ever, starting it off is CP3. He's one of the best ball handlers in NBA history, a great passer, great player, team player, except for the Rockets deal where I didn't talk to Harden for like 6 months or something like that.
Yeah, I had CP3 there.
The only reason he's 50 and not higher is because he failed to win a championship, and there will be some guys higher up, but they are just far superior. Okay, and
Yeah, he was a lock too. He got a bunch of steals.
number 49 for you.
I had Dominique Wilkins.
For number 49, I had Kyrie Irving, one of the best ball handlers in NBA history. Between him and AI, the only reason he's 49 right now is just because I feel like he can win a chip or two more, and yeah.
I think Stephen Curry should be in that conversation as well, but we'll just leave that out. And 48, I had Kyrie Irving. For the
48,
same reason that you had yours there.
48, I had Bob Cousy, just great player.
Yeah. I had him a bit higher, I think. Yeah, I did. 47, I had Reggie Miller. Great point guard. He distributed the ball very, very well. Great at defense, just a great player.
And for my 47, I had Reggie Miller, just great player overall, you know.
46, I had Ray Allen. Definitely top 3 best shooter of all time, percentage-wise, and yeah. He won a couple finals with the Heat and LeBron. I know it helps to have LeBron and Dwayne Wade by your side, but I mean, he was still there. He was there. Helped him out.
And for mine, I had
46.
46, I had Allen Iverson. The reason he's 46, not a lot higher, is because he also did fail to win a championship, but he was one of the best ball handlers ever. So, yeah.
All right. And 45, Bob Pettit.
I also had Bob Pettit, great player.
All right, nothing to argue about there. 44, Kawhi Leonard. Probably one of the best defenders in the world right now. In his prime, the Claw. Got a Finals MVP. Got an MVP to his name. Just great. He has great stats overall. Just won All-Star MVP. So yeah.
And yet you have him at 44. Okay, and for my 44, I had Willis Reed. Just
all right. Yeah, good player. I think I had him higher. No, I did not have him on the list.
Wow. Okay, for my 40. Oh, no, it's your turn.
43, I had Gary Payton.
I also had Gary Payton. Nothing to argue with
nothing
that.
to argue about. 42, I had Paul Pierce, known for acting to get an injury, but he actually pooped himself. So
He was a great Celtics player, probably a Celtics legend.
you have him there too?
Yeah.
All right. And 41, George Mikan.
I had George Mikan too. Nothing to argue about that. For 40, I had Steve Nash. He revolutionized the game in passing and all of that.
He changed the NBA.
Yeah.
He changed how everyone played. 40, I had Bob Cousy. You had him a bit lower for the same reason. So yeah. 39. 39, I had AI. Great shooter, great ball handler, great on the offensive end. I don't know about defense, but the reason I have him so low is also because of he didn't, throughout his career, he wasn't able to get a ring, which is a big part of someone's career.
Oh yeah, for my 39, I had Scottie Pippen. The reason he's so he's not very high up on this list is because he was always in Michael Jordan's shadow and always the second option.
Okay.
You'd have water.
All right. 38, I had Giannis Antetokounmpo. Last year's MVP winner. He's an all-star captain 2 years in a row. But the reason I have him so low, you might be wondering, is because he hasn't reached his full potential, and he also hasn't got a ring. And it took him a while to develop. And if he he develops a shot, he's going to be a top 10 player, top 5 even, by the way he's been producing for the Bucks right now.
For my 38, I had Isaiah Thomas. Not the Isaiah Thomas currently, but the past Isaiah Thomas. The current Isaiah Thomas, one-time wonder,
Yeah.
But the other Isaiah Thomas, great player, can't really play defense, but to be fair, he blocked Yao Ming, so okay.
37, I had Steve Nash. Very quick. Also, he changed the game of basketball. He great shooter, great ball handler, could do it all.
For my 37, I had Ray Allen, played for the Spurs, Heat, all of those teams, won a couple of chips. Just great player. Great, like he said, one of the best shooters of all time.
Yeah. 36, I had Pistol Pete Maravich. Great shooter, great defender, two-way player. That's all you want in a player, to be honest.
For my 36, I had Kawhi Leonard, best defensive player, probably best.
Top 5 all time.
Well, yeah, I think he's the best on-ball defender in today's NBA. Maybe not the best defender because Rudy Gobert, who just protects the paint, but best
and
on-ball.
Anthony Davis, Giannis.
I know.
I'm not arguing. I'm just saying.
Yeah, but I think Kawhi might be the best on-ball defender in the NBA, and he's also, he kind of carried the Raptors.
Yeah, true. And then 35, I had Scottie Pippen. He lived in MJ's shadow. He was the Robin to his Batman. He was a great two-way player, great defender, but I feel like if he was on his own team with him being the captain, they would still be a playoff contender. I don't know about finals contender because they were a 70-win team that just got passed by the Warriors a couple years ago for best record ever. So yeah, that's pretty much it.
And for mine, I had the walking highlight reel. Dominique Wilkins, Hawks legend, performed in one of the best dunk contests of all time. Great player.
Is that a bit biased, Colin?
Why?
You're a Hawks fan.
And?
Is that a bit biased?
No, I'm not being biased. Dominique Wilkins, great player. For number 34, I had Patrick Ewing.
So did I. Great big man. Got ups. Yeah. He's just pretty much a way better Andre Drummond, in my opinion.
Sure.
And then 33, I had Clyde the Drexler. Great player, played for the Rockets. Great dunker. He can do it all.
Oh, by the way, I just got this on my phone. Jaylen Brown just hit apparently a buzzer beater to send the Rockets-Celtics game to overtime. Just want to put that out.
Dang.
But anyways. Okay, and for my 33, I had Clyde Drexler. Just amazing.
All right,
amazing
yeah,
player.
we both had him. And, well, this will be posted tomorrow.
So y'all will
y'all
already
will
see
already
that.
see it. All right.
But
So,
still, we just got it right now,
Yeah.
so yeah.
all right.
Saturday.
So 32, I had Harden. He's one of the hardest players to guard in today's NBA, if not the hardest, because KD's out. And double step back. They don't know if he's driving or going in. Good dunker. Not a great defender. I will admit to that, but
I mean, he has a lot of steals because I feel like all he does is swipe. He doesn't move his feet or anything. All he goes for the steals for stats. But
all right. And he just probably one of the best offensive threats in the NBA right now. Who's your 32?
my 32 was Alex English. Just a amazing.
Didn't have him on the list. I do not support Alex English. I did not like how he played or anything like that.
And yet
31st,
you're a James Harden fan.
31st, I had Vince Carter. No doubt, top 3 dunker of all time, if not the best. Time in the rafters was just insane. So fun to watch. So athletic. Yeah.
For my 31, I had James Harden, one of the most unguardable players in the league right now. No, I'm not dabbing you up. He's one of the most unguardable players in the league. I will say he does have a bad shot selection. He just doesn't. Him and Russell Westbrook have been playing very good. They're a dynamic duo. He's one of the best scorers ever. But
I'll admit to that. His field goal percentage is not great, but the thing
He
that I've
did
seen
go-
by Harden lately is that if Russ is hot, he's letting him do the stuff he's letting him take over, which
at the
is
beginning
a
of the
great
season,
sign.
he was just not. Russ wasn't doing much. I didn't think the Rockets were in good shape. They got rid of Capella to the Atlanta Hawks. He's still not back from injury. maybe by the time you'll see it, he will be back. But right now he's not. So, but yeah, I mean,
When Westbrook's going off, Harden needs to give the ball to him. Same with.
for
my
number
bad.
for number 30, I had Kevin Durant. Like you said, one of the most unguardable players in the NBA today. He is injured currently, but I feel like when he's back, he will be KD again. 7 foot, 6'11", 6'10", whatever you believe or whatever. And just great shooter, and he also plays defense too, so that's great. For number 29, John Stockton.
No, I haven't said my 30 yet, and I disagree with the Kevin Durant. I'm not being biased just because I like the Longhorns, but he's undoubtedly probably the top 3 most unguardable players in the NBA, even though he's hurt. I just feel like people.
And yet you had Steph Curry at about 45.
I have Steph Curry at 30. Steph Curry's 30th. That's my 30. Now we're on 29. I had John Stockton, assists per game leader, many seasons.
I also had John Stockton, one of the best passers of all time.
Yeah, nothing to argue about there. 28 I had Isaiah Thomas, part of one of the most fun teams to watch, the Bad Boys, Detroit Pistons. Not biased or anything, but they got a couple finals to their names from that team.
At 28, I had the Chuckster, Charles Barkley. Although he is in pretty bad shape right now, the donut-loving machine, when he was in his NBA, he went for every rebound, everything. He was about 6'6", a lot smaller than those other guys, but just wanted it more than them. And for number 27,
I had Charles Barkley, so I just had him one up top of you for that same reason that you just said.
For 27, I wanted to go higher with the Admiral, but I had David Robinson, the Admiral.
I had him way higher.
Yeah, I feel like should have put him higher, but it is what it is. But yeah, just true center, pretty unguardable, and yeah. Time for 26.
Rick Barry. What's your argument about that?
I'm just saying you put him very high up on the list. For my 26, I had Stephen Curry.
I like the way he played. So.
For my 26, I had Stephen Curry, one of the best shooters of all time. I think the best shooter of all time. I mean, he's just amazing player.
Mm-hmm.
Unguardable.
25. I have George Gervin.
25. I also had George Gervin.
All right.
Why was he so amazing?
Me?
Yeah.
You asking me?
Yeah.
He's a two-way player, great defender. He had a bunch of steals in his game and blocks. Just an overall two-way player, which is what a team needs. And 24, I have John Havlicek. Great shooter. Could do it all.
24, I had Dwayne Wade. Him and LeBron, probably one of the best dynamic duos of all time. I mean, yeah, they were just amazing players. I mean, Dwayne Wade, he was so explosive, such a good dunker. He had everything.
What number we're on?
Now we're on 23.
23. I had Moses Malone. He's a great rebounder. Could do everything.
For my 23, I had Elgin Baylor. I feel that man, he's one of the best he's one of the best players of all time. He had 8 finals. He led the Lakers to 8 finals appearances and didn't win a single one. He was just an amazing player. He made it to the All-Star team 10 times. He just got unlucky in the NBA Finals. He could have had 8 rings. He would have been like almost Bill Russell.
And then 22, I had Dwayne Wade, very explosive, great shooter. Great defender too. Yeah.
For my 22, I had John Havlicek. Just a great player, great player.
Yeah. And then 21, I had Walt Frazier.
For my 21, I had Dirk Nowitzki. The reason he's not higher up on this list is because
His athleticism?
his athleticism. I mean, he was a bad defender. I mean, on offense, he was pretty unguardable. 7 feet, you put a point guard on him, he's going to shoot right over him.
Post fade, man.
Yeah. I mean, he's pretty unguardable. I mean.
Yeah. I had him 20, so.
Yeah. And for my 20, I had Walt Frazier, actually.
All right, so we just flip those. And then 19, I had the Admiral, David Robinson, great rebounder, great blocker, rim protector, do it all.
For my 19, I had Kevin Garnett, just great defensive player. I mean, he led the Celtics to, I think, 2 or 3 championships.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
18, I had Elvin Hayes. What did you have?
For 18, I also had Elvin Hayes.
All right,
just
nothing to
great
argue
player.
about there.
Yeah.
Kevin Garnett was my 17 when he was on the Timberwolves in his prime. He's a great player. He could shoot the mid-range really well. Yeah.
And for my 17, I had Larry Bird. The reason he's 17th is because his entire career he had back issues. He never really reached his full potential. He actually left the NBA early because he had back issues. He was an amazing shooter, but I don't feel like he deserves to be top 15.
Okay. Don't agree with that at all, but okay. 16, I had Julius Irving, great dunker. Good. He was a great offensive threat.
And for my 16, I had Julius Irving.
Oh, same person. All right. And my 16th is, no, my 15th is Jerry West.
For my 15th, I had Karl Malone, just great all-around player, offensively, pretty hard to stop, defensively, even harder to get a bucket on. I mean,
Yeah.
great defensive player.
14, I had Karl Malone.
14, I had Moses Malone.
All right, we switch up the Malones. I don't know if I agree with him being that high, but okay.
I did put him pretty high up on the list.
Yeah. And you
For-
got 13.
For 13th, I had Jerry West. The NBA logo
Yeah.
should be changed to Kobe Donovan, but Jerry West is the current NBA logo. Amazing player. I mean, yeah.
All right. Then I had Larry Bird. Great shooter.
Oh, yeah.
All time, had so many 3-point contest wins.
And for my number 12, I had Hakeem Olajuwon. He was just a great player all around, even though, yeah.
All right. And then I had 11th. Are we in 11th?
Yeah.
I had Tim Duncan.
Oh, for my 11th, I actually had Oscar Robertson,
Yeah.
the first NBA player ever to average a triple-double.
Yeah.
Even though he got 3rd place in the MVP race, in the season he averaged it. I think he got it in 2 seasons. He averaged a triple-double, maybe 3. But yeah, first player to ever average a triple-double, and just
You know who the
amazing
second was?
player.
Russell Westbrook.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Then 10th, I also have Oscar Robertson, walking triple-double.
For number 10, I had Tim Duncan. First up on the top 10, Tim Duncan, yeah. I mean, he was a great mid-range player, amazing blocker, just phenomenal blocker.
All right.
And, yeah, he stayed in the league for a very long time, won 5 championships. I mean,
All right. 9, I had Bill Russell, 11-time winning finals champion. He doesn't have enough rings he has more rings than his whole fingers, so that just explains it all.
maybe he needs a toe ring or something like that. Make something up. And for my number 9, I had Shaquille O'Neal. I think he's probably one of the most unstoppable players in NBA history. I guarantee you can't name a single player that can guard Shaq. I mean, he was unstoppable.
Yeah.
He was
The only way they could stop him was foul him and get him to the free throw line.
that is a way to stop
Yeah.
Shaq.
All right, and then 8th, I had Kobe Bean Bryant. Rest in peace, my man. We send out prayers and our hearts to the Bryant family. I hope y'all come back from there.
Okay, for my number 8, I had Hakeem Olajuwon. I mean, amazing, phenomenal player. Getting in the post, all of that.
All right, and then was it 7? I have Shaquille O'Neal, unguardable, huge body. I don't know about.
Maybe a little too huge.
Yeah.
For my number 7, I had Bill Russell. I mean, that man has 11 rings. I mean, it is insane. I feel like the first thing with NBA players is how are their stats, how many rings they have.
Yeah.
That's what truly is the goal in the NBA, to get rings.
Like
you know?
MVP or something like that.
Yeah.
And then 6, I have Hakeem the Dream Olajuwon. Great player, so athletic, great dunker, great defender, two-way player to do it all.
For my number 6, I had Kobe Bean Bryant. Rest in peace, my man. I mean, 81 points.
His last game just shows he never got out
Not
of
in
his
his
prime.
last game. In his last game, he had 61, I believe.
Oh yeah.
Nice. 81 was his career high, though. But yeah, Kobe Bryant, maybe undoubtedly one of the clutchest NBA players
Yeah.
ever.
Yeah.
No matter what. I mean, mama mentality, man.
Yeah. Gotta have the moment mentality, get through,
And
do whatever you want with that.
for number 5, I had Magic Johnson, Lakers legend, 6'11" point guard, could see the whole court. He's number 5, but he just wasn't an amazing shooter. That's why, yeah, he's not like top 3.
Yeah, these next players, they're top 5.
It's hard to put them in.
Anyone on this list is a great NBA player.
Everybody on this
yeah.
list is an NBA
Number
player.
5, I have Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Sky Hook. He
Number
on
5.
guard. Yeah, 5.
Number 5.
Yeah.
He has 38,457 points, I believe, something like that. I think 38,000 points. Number 1 in scoring. Skyhook, most unguardable move in NBA history, and you put him, what, 5th?
Yeah.
Why?
Cause
Why?
he's not as good as the players in front of him.
Okay, so do you think Wilt is better than him?
Yes. Kareem cannot drop 100 points in a game. No. They
Okay.
can't.
Well, I do think Wilt might be the best center ever, but yeah, one of those unguardable players. Everybody
So
in this
Wilt or
list
Kareem?
is insane. Okay, so for number 4, I have the King, LeBron James. He is
4.
for number 4, yeah.
Like, you mean like 1, 2, 3, 4. LeBron James.
No, I mean 4, 3, 2, 1. LeBron James. Okay, look.
4.
You put the leading scorer in NBA history 5th, and you're saying LeBron James 4th is some.
You're saying Kareem's better than LeBron.
Yes. I think LeBron can beat his scoring record, but right now I gotta go with the NBA's leading scorer. How many unguardable moves did LeBron James have? Tell me that. How many unguardable?
Every time he went down the court, he would, if it's a successful possession, he was somewhat involved in that drive.
What about the
He's
Lakers?
always involved.
What about the Lakers versus Clippers when Patrick Beverly blocked LeBron James?
It happens. That stuff happens. Remember that one time?
How many times was?
Remember when LeBron blocked Andre Iguodala's layup?
Yeah.
Yeah, it won in the finals.
I guarantee you can't find one video or anything of Kareem Abdul-Jabbar Skyhook being blocked.
I definitely could.
There you go.
I'll find one right now.
Okay.
I'll do that.
So for number 3, I had Wilt Chamberlain, 7'1", believed to have a 45-inch vertical is what he claimed. I don't know if that's true or not. But either way, he was a freak of nature. I mean, unlike anything anybody's ever seen. I mean, 7'1", had a standing reach. I think there's pictures of him just standing up and grabbing the rim. I mean, 100 points in the game.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
That's why I had 3, too.
And number 2, I have the one, the only, Michael Jordan.
So do I. Great athleticism, great vertical, just
I mean,
a freak.
46-inch vertical. Give me a break, man.
Yeah.
I mean, he was ahead of his time. He was an amazing player, and yeah. And for number 1, the grand of all, for some reason he put him at 5th. I don't know what he's thinking, putting LeBron James at 1st. I had Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
LeBron's not who I put first.
Who do you put first?
Brian Scalabrine.
Who?
Brian Scalabrine.
The GOAT.
The GOAT. I know.
Oh, yeah,
I'm kidding. I
I'm
put
thinking
LeBron James. He's proven time and time again he can lead a team to the finals. He has great leadership. He's a player coach. He's all the leadership skills you need to be a great player and to improve the people next to you. And he won a finals with the Cavs.
38,000 points. What? Did you say
Yeah, LeBron hasn't retired.
Yeah.
Just wait.
I don't know.
Just wait.
And
All right. Well,
that is our number one. For me, I have number one, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. For him, he has LeBron James. Like and comment. Make sure to subscribe. It would be very helpful and needed. And for honorable mentions, we have Taco Fall and Alex
Boban
Caruso.
and
Taco
Boban.
Fall, Alex Caruso, and Boban. For honorable mentions, they just couldn't make it in the list, but they were, I think, 2 years in time, they'll all be 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah.
Just wait.
All right. Yeah. Thanks for watching, guys. See you later.
Like,
Peace.
subscribe, and comment who you think should be number one.